driving through the sunrise in the mornings. One of my favorite times to drive. Alright, about 13 hour drive. I'm just rolling into El Paso. Now the sun's on the other side going down. Stopped once for gas. Long day. Bunch of driving.
What are we doing?
Eating McDonald's. This is our last night.
We get on the airplane the next day on Tuesday, and Daddy is in El Paso, Texas today. It's 3:30 in the morning, and we are getting ready to get on the airplane this morning. Everybody's packing up their gear. Slept in the RV last night. Are you excited?
Okay, I'm at Santa Teresa border. About 10 cars in front of me. Won't be able to video, so I'm gonna just wing it and tell you what happens after. Okay, I gotta tell you the story because when I was driving, there was just no way to get any footage. I couldn't get any video. You don't video cops or border patrol or military checkpoints. So the first day that I came to the border at about 6 in the morning. Was really nervous, didn't know what was gonna happen. Came through the line, and they checked my pass. No, I didn't check anything. Came through the line. I told them, hey, I need the car permit, because you have to get a car permit to take your car into Mexico. He said, no, it's fine, just go. And I'm all nervous, so I take off, I just go. And they'll check my passport, nothing. I'm thinking, well, that's easy, I can do that. So I drive for 3 hours into Mexico. I get stopped at a police checkpoint, and they asked for my paperwork. And I said, no, they told me at the border I didn't need it. And the guy said, no, really nice guy, all in Spanish. From the time I crossed the border, there wasn't another word of English. So we get through that. I asked for my permit. I don't have my permit. He explains to me, no, you're going back to the border. And I said, no, I'll just buy one around here. No, the only place you can buy it is at the border. Anyway, he tells me I got to go back 3 hours to the border. And that's when I really started to freak out. Because I'm 3 hours into a country without wrong paperwork and dirty cops everywhere just waiting for me. And then I'm not going to make my time frame where I've got to be to Mazatlan at 1 o'clock the next day. And so then I start to panic. My wife and kids are going to show up. I'm not going to be there. So I head back north. I'm just like going to throw up. Stomach is in knots. Because if I get pulled over at any one of these checkpoints and the wrong guy finds out I got the wrong paperwork, like he's taking my car, jail, I don't know what we're doing. It just freaked me out. I had no control. So I drive through, I go through one military checkpoint. As soon as I pull in there, I'm like, hey, I got problems. And I explain it to him, all in Spanish. I mean, I had to rely so much on my Spanish. The other part that freaked me out, there was not a word of English after I crossed the border. So I get back to the border, go in, try to get my paperwork, get my passport stamped, which I didn't do earlier. I was so illegal. Go in, try to get my paperwork, and then they tell me because I'm driving an E350 full-size van, it's a commercial vehicle. And I have to go through some other rigmarole. So I'm pleading with the guy, telling him I gotta get down there. My family's gonna be down there. And he says, you go to your car, you put $150 in here on this paper, you put this paper on top, you come back in, you go. $150 bribe. Gladly paid it. Got on my way now. When I crossed the border at 6 a.m. in the morning, I'm back at the exact same spot, 2:30 p.m. And I got a long way to go. So then my gut starts going again about where I can be. Can't drive the right roads at night. Everything's dangerous in Mexico. So I call my Mexican friends, guys I work with, and they routed me a plan on where I could get to. Had somebody meet me, exchanged some pesos, brought me dinner. I get to Jimenez, and they've got a room lined up, nice place with a nice secure parking lot. And I go in and I just crash. It was just a brutal day. Got up the next day, 6 a.m., trying to make it there before they got to the airport. A few more police checkpoints, but the farther south I got, the easier they got. They just didn't care. So then I go from Durango to Mazatlan. Beautiful road, beautiful mountains. I never would have pictured seeing in Mexico. And just amazing scenery, but also the most terrifying drive of my life. 2-lane road with these trucks just passing each other left and right, and just, oh, it's just too much. Would not want my family on that road, but some of the coolest country I've ever seen. Anyway, I made it there an hour after they landed. Got to the Airbnb where we are now and just decompressed. By far the most stressful day of driving I've ever had. Just so out of my control. I've never been all day long where I just had that knot in my stomach where I was going to throw up. Just afraid. Just so out of control. But then again, I kind of like it. Kind of like the fun. Being in this new country. It was fun. It's fun now. It's one of those stories you tell it's fun now, but it was not fun then. But you forget that it wasn't fun then. Anyway, the roads from the border to Chihuahua, Mexico are like washboard. And you're doing 65, 70, and these big monster trucks are always, these big semis are just trying to chase you down. They're mad at you because you're in the way. They're mad at you. Slow down for the speed limit signs. Just horrendous roads. That's why you can't film. It's like doing 70 on washboard. You can't. I never took a picture. It was double-handed driving the whole time. From Chihuahua to Durango, roads got way better. Actually, really nice toll roads. Anyways, from driving my 3 hours down, 3 hours back, 3 hours down, I ended up spending over $400 in tolls that day. I think I went to 23 toll booths. So I have to tell this story because I just couldn't get any video. The day was just too hectic, too much went on, and I just have to tell you the story later. I'll try to throw in some clips of stuff, but really didn't get anything. It was just a tense day. 4 hours away from Mazatlan, coming into Durango. Roads are way better. Everything is much more relaxed down here. North end was crazy. And she's flying overhead. Gonna be there a little bit for me, and then I should meet up with her. Okay, so it's come to my attention that I'm no longer crossing the border. I don't need to look poor anymore. It's time for a haircut. Okay, that ought to get me robbed about 2.3 times quicker, but it's all off. Looking good.
Join us next time as we explore Mazatlan's beaches, market, and tacos.